morning, guys. We got a fun day planned for us. We're actually heading down to Slaughterhouse Studios. Al Driver invited me down to hang out for the afternoon, and he's going to show me their new props that they're going to be revealing at Transworld this year. So I'm really excited to see all that, and it should be a fun day. So we'll see you when we get down there. Ooh, Starbucks. All right, I've made it. I am down here at Slaughterhouse Studios with Al. He's, where'd he go? There he What's going on, Al?
Not a lot, man. Just get ready for Transworld.
Yeah, thanks for having me down here.
Oh, we appreciate it. We talked online. I wanted to get you down here before all this craziness ensued in St. Louis. Give you a little sneak peek on what we got going on.
Yeah, and you got a lot of cool ass shit. And from what I hear and what I'm seeing is you have probably 3 times as much as what you had last year.
We got a lot more inventory this year for the show. We're probably gonna have, hopefully we're gonna have a lot more orders, but we're definitely gonna have a lot more cash and carry for people on site too. So
that's awesome.
Yep.
You want to show us around?
Of course.
All right, let's do it. All right, so this is the first prop. What you got, Al?
This is our new 2015 arm attachment. We're doing a whole series. This actual arm attachment is our standard saw attachment. We're calling it the Ash arm attachment. In reference to Evil Dead, for any Evil Dead lovers out there. Basically what you have is this polyfoam construction. Saw blade is real durable, but yet, you know, rigid enough where if it falls over, it's not going to break or whatever. It's, you know, holds its shape pretty well. It's also got a sound feature where we have them where they have sound or where they're just static. The sound feature's got a button inside, so you can actually and use it as a sound prop and eliminate a gas-powered chainsaw or just your regular old standard chainsaw that every haunted house does. This kind of give you an option to do something a little different, and even maybe tied into a marquee character, you know, for custom for your haunt. So
that's awesome.
We got a couple different variations of our arm attachments. This one's called our buzzsaw. Basically the same thing again. This one's static with sound. This one has sound also. I think the sound card's out of this one, but it has more of a skill saw blade sound. By the show, we should have a variation of this that actually has a 17-inch blade that has motion that spins. I don't have one to show you today because it's still in research and development, but it looks like it's going to happen. So that one will have sound and motion. And the third and final variation,
I think this one's my favorite,
is our drill. This one could be static again. We're offering everything static, all with motion or sound or whatever. This one does not have sound, but it actually has motion. You know, there again, you got polyfoam. You know, it's not metal or anything, it's foam. But it's our foam. It's not, you know, it's not rigid, it's not brittle. It's got some give to it, but it's tough. I mean, hard enough to hold its shape. And basically this has just got a drill system in there. It's got a charging port right here where at the end of the show you just plug it up and charge it. You don't have to take any batteries out or anything like that. Just charge it in the wall charger, and when you're ready to go next time, you just unplug it and it's ready to go.
So cool.
So,
all right, Al, what have we got next?
All right, this year we're offering our table saw here. This is going to be available in a couple different kits. This is going to be a DIY kit where you can buy it where you just get the blade only, or you will also have it available with a motor and bracket and sound controller, whatever you want, or even if you want us to build a finished table, we'll make a whole complete table for you. There again, I'm going to hit the button. When I hit the button, I don't know how loud it'll be on camera, but I'm going to show you it spins, it makes noise, and it's safe. It's a polyfoam blade there again. Nobody's going to, you know, we don't advise anybody to stick their hand in there. I'm going to do it to show you for video purposes, but we don't condone that, but it's all about making it safer for your patrons versus making this out of metal or wood or something. So that's the avenue we're going down. So I'll show you right now.
And I also noticed that you spun the blade backwards.
Yes.
For anybody who is going to do their own DIY project, that is a pretty important thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. The blades turn backwards just so you stand less chance of somebody getting their finger hooked in it or whatever. You know, once you put it, install it in your own home, you can do what you want to, you know, but that's how we did it for the exact reason. It's making it safer. This is actually going to be the set at Transworld, or our booth at Transworld. So anything we could do to make it a little safer, that's what we chose to do. And I don't think it would hurt anybody the other way, but, you know, why take a chance? Just
exactly.
Be safe with it.
All right, Al, what we got this time?
All right, this is what we're going after this time, is our standard saw attachment, or realistic saw attachment. This is a 100% real chainsaw, 18-inch bar. It's actually a slip cover. That just slide on. It's polyfoam construction. It'll work with an 18 or a 20-inch bar, and we normally recommend that people use a spray adhesive or a contact cement to glue the bar on, to glue the cover on, so it doesn't fall off the bar. You have to remove the chain, obviously, but once it's on there, it makes it a lot safer as far as a customer or patron bumping into the saw, or, you know, it gives it a barrier between the metal and flesh. We also have it in about 3 different finishes. This would be our more exaggerated tooth finish. Slide that one on so you can see it. Gives you a little more gnarly, scary, exaggerated look. And then our final slip cover is our round blade. And you'll notice back here we've actually pocketed out some of these so they fit nicely against the chainsaw. We leave enough extra foam on the back of when somebody buys one of our products that they can carve it to work with any saw. Some people just stick them on and it is what it is. Other people actually want to make that nice transition, so we leave a little bit of extra material back there. Another thing we've had people do is take an actual chainsaw bar and cut it down and cut the foam down and like pull this way back in so it's a little shorter. The reason for that would be if somebody's your actor's in a tight working condition, coming out of a tight little square box or something, and instead of having this big cumbersome saw that's banging up, hitting stuff or whatever, it gives you the option to shorten it down. You still have a blade on it. I know a lot of people don't like running blades because of this reason, and that's why we come up with this cover, because you're not just having an empty saw with no bar on it. It actually gives you a blade that looks aggressive and scary, and it's still, you know, safe.
Awesome. What you got there, Al?
All right, this is our gun saw. It was typical chainsaw design, standard chainsaw shape on a gun stock with a Fox motor on it. We actually added sound. And our thought process on this was, there again, getting away from the gas-powered chainsaws. I know a lot of haunts can't have them for insurance reasons or something like that. We have a couple of different variations. We have our round version and our standard version. Both are basically the same as far as construction and everything. And what we're hoping people will do is build custom characters again around this. We want to be the guys that's like, takes your character to the next level by accessorizing it with something like this. So whether it be, you know, this weapon or the next weapon we have or whatever, but there's a need for this, and that's what we're trying to avoid in the industry. That's what we're trying to fill, is standard attachments and sound with every costume.
One thing I noticed, that all these props that you have sound on, they are incredibly loud too. They're not just
yeah. We're integrating technology that's existing. I mean, I'm not going to lie, we're not you know, out here reinventing the wheel. But what we've done a lot of research and development, trying to find certain electronics that actually give you the most bang for the buck and the size. You know what I mean? I mean, you don't want a big 6-inch speaker or something on the side of this thing, making it look all stupid and gaudy and unlike something that's functional. You know, so we're trying to get a lot of sound out of something that's small and compact and doesn't kill the look of the product, and still serves yeah, and still serves a purpose. So that's what the objective was, and I think we've accomplished that pretty well.
I agree, definitely.
All right, here we go. This is our slaughter saw with sound. There again, electric chainsaw for lack of a better term, but not your standard everyday chainsaw. This one does look more like a traditional style chainsaw, although we decided to move the motor to the side, so when you bring it up, it's got a little eye candy. Speakers on the bottom. I'm not sure how many decibels that is, but it's pretty loud.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's this one right here is actually ain't got finished paint on it, ain't got any blood or gore, but I mean, if somebody wanted one clean, we could do that, but I just want to get it in the video. This is one I just grabbed off the shelf over there. Still got some finished paint work to do, but it's just like the gun saw and the other arm attachments. We're really pushing our saws this year for people to have insurance reasons they can't have a saw, or safety concerns, or whatever it might be. Fire issues with or fire marshal issues about having the gas and the oil. So this is what we're hoping we can kind of drive the industry to. And there again, like I said, it goes with, it's real easy to incorporate this stuff with costumes, so hopefully other people like it as much as we do. And we also do custom work. If somebody had an idea about putting sound on something else or whatever, we can always do that. So, or turning some other, turn something else into a saw, whether it be we use the gun stock, or I don't know, maybe somebody wants to put a chainsaw on the end of a shovel handle. I don't know, but give me a call.
That's awesome.
All right, this is our slaughter drill. It's basically a slaughter drill. It's a polyfoam drill bit. It does have an armature in it to hold it true. Spinning at low RPM. It's something safe, not gonna hurt anybody like a real metal bit. Which there again, we don't condone any kind of contact with any of our items, you know what I mean? But we know it's a haunted house and things happen. This is actually a drill. This bit's actually in this one, but we have this bit in several different variations. You can even buy the drill bit without the drill to use in your standard, cordless drill you have. I'm sure every haunter has one that they are assembling their haunt with. And the thought on that is making everybody's got a drill, you can make a prop out of the drill you use to assemble your haunt with. The same thing with a sawzall blade. Most of home haunters or pro haunters or any haunter has a cordless sawzall. This is just a standard cordless sawzall that we've painted up look nasty. Polyurethane blade, and it's exaggerated so that it doesn't a standard saw blade wouldn't be too scary. We exaggerate it out and make it look scary. Still aggressive looking, but it's not going to hurt anything or hurt anybody if they accidentally bump into it or touch it. And this is available by itself. We don't offer a sawzall, but I guess we'll sell you this one if you want to buy it. I don't care. But all this is on our website. And a lot more, and it'd also be obviously at the show. So if you're interested in it, I'd love to talk to you about it.
What's the website address?
www.slaughterprops.com. So look right here. All right, here we have our breakaway wall. Basically, what this is our standard size cement blocks made out of our foam. They're 8 by 16. This opening's probably 32 inches by, it's probably roughly 32 by 32, but we can do this any size. You could do it in a window, you could do it a complete section of a wall. If you had a wall that was actually brick or block, or even if you had a plywood wall that was painted to simulate brick or block. And basically how this would work, it's kind of like a drop panel. And everybody's seen the drop panel, but we're trying to take it to the next level, where when somebody walks by, it's actually, well, it's kind of self-explanatory. I'll just show you. This is how it works. All right, we're back with our brick fist here. It's there again, our 8x16 polyfoam block. It's actually got a wooden handle inside. Thought process here was to be able to wear it as an arm attachment, be able to punch zombies with it, or wear it as a weapon. Looks like this one's been used a little bit from blood splatter on it, but that's something else. We don't charge any extra for any of our bloody paint jobs or anything like that. It comes standard. If you guys don't want blood, you probably should let us know via email or on your order form, because we just assume that everybody wants it to look that way. And that was from last year. Our new product for 2015, there again, it's not finished paint. This is still brand new, straight out of mold this morning. This one's going to be called the Handful, which is an anvil. There again, it's got a handle inside, be able to punch, hit, smack, pretty devastating looking. This product will also be available on a stick or pipe or whatever. I don't have one finished to show you guys, but it will be at Transworld. It might even be a steel pitcher that could be inserted right here.
That's my job. No, you don't do that.
And, but no, so this is new for 2015. And hopefully it'll be a bigger hit as the brick on a stick was in 2014. And speaking of the brick on the stick, this is it. This is what puts us on the map. This one's actually the smiley face version. Every now and then we get crazy and put a little custom paint job on one, whether it be a, smiley face or clown or whatever. Bullseye. We've done a couple different variations, but they're basically all the same. Anybody in the haunted industry that's been around now has probably seen it, because we've put a lot of them out there, and hopefully anybody that doesn't have one, you have another chance to get them at Transworld. We'll have them there, ready to go. And we'll also, like I said, custom paint. If you want one with something special on the end, we can do that. So just let us know.
And you guys are going to MHC as well, right?
Yeah, we'll be at MHC too. Transworld's where we're kicking off our year. We're not actually going to any other conventions before Transworld, because we have so many new props that we're trying to actually nail down and finish. We got a lot of concepts and a lot of prototypes, but at the end of the day, we don't want to carry anything that's not finished, and not that we can't stand behind, not that we don't feel. MHC will be we use that for like a test ground, trying some new products that might or might not make it into production, a lot of one-offs. But anything that's at Transworld will be available immediately on our website and available for the rest of the year.
Awesome.
Yep.
Al, I want to thank you for letting me come down and play. Like many of us don't have the opportunity to go to Transworld, so to let me come out down here and check out all the new props is pretty overwhelming, and I appreciate it a lot, because compared to the pictures and stuff that you had last year, I mean, you guys have just blown up with the amount of materials and props you guys got this year.
Yeah, we first we appreciate you coming down and having you down here. We had communicated through all online, and originally I built Jason a prop a long time ago, like a whole year ago. So
months ago.
Yeah, actually months ago. So ancient history, but no, you're right. We've tried to really step up game, and we had a good response, positive response last year at Transworld and at MHC also. And this year we're just trying to ride that wave, man, and stay on top of it. We appreciate you coming down and showcasing everything. I know there's a lot of people that would, want to get the pictures and put them on their Facebook page or whatever, just to say they have them. But for you to actually come down here and spend the time and film it and put something together and edit it, that means a lot too, so I appreciate that.
A lot of the stuff, when you see it up close, the stuff is just amazing. It's great stuff. So thanks again, man.
No, I would appreciate it.
Ready to get a beer?
Ready to get a beer.
Let's go. Fuck headers.
His cock's bigger than yours. No.
Nate, put his cock on the table.
Nate.
Nate, get your cock off the table.
Get it, Nate.